In the state of Israel, every citizen is required to serve in the Israel Defense Forces for at least 1 year. As the conflict in the Middle East escalates, we're confronted with a crucial question. If drawn into a significant war, would Americans be ready to defend their homeland? Recent data from Echelon Insights, a research institute, brings a shocking revelation. According to a Newsweek report, 72% of Americans would not willingly enlist for military service if a major war broke out. This statistic comes at a time when all branches of the armed forces are grappling with meeting their recruitment targets, indicating a rising apathy towards military service. The Daily Mail reports another survey that uncovers unsettling attitudes. Less than half of Democrats would willingly lay down their lives for our country in case of an invasion. Approximately 30% of individuals between the ages of 18 and 29 would choose to surrender to the enemy rather than fight. These shifting views on duty and sacrifice pose a serious threat to our national security. David Eustace, CEO of Military Recruiting Experts, highlights the importance of context. He reminds us that Americans have rallied during conflicts with clear moral purposes, such as World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor or Afghanistan after the 9/11 attacks. However, the current situation might be different. Today's young Americans are growing up in a culture that often downplays patriotism and highlights the failures of our past. This narrative, propagated by colleges, equates American and Western values to racism, colonialism, and oppression. The protracted, messy war in Afghanistan has only amplified this pessimistic view of America's role in the world. Couple this with the fact that today's generation of Americans is arguably more sheltered and digitally dependent than any before. Could they withstand the hardships endured by the greatest generation? The US military is not immune to criticism either. It has embraced some of the most extreme positions of the woke left, and used service members as test subjects for the recently released COVID-19 vaccines. While the costs of war should never be minimized, a nation whose citizens have lost the will to fight is on a path to ruin. Global threats are steadily brewing into a slow-boiling crisis, and Americans seem to be in a state of complacency. It's a mix of self-righteousness and self-loathing. We can only hope that it doesn't take another tragedy to shake us out of this complacency.